Alright guys, I am back with my review of MTV's The Challenge Rivals 2 episode 10, True Colors. And this episode starts off with Johnny telling Diem about how CT's just been using her and the same crap he's been telling her. I didn't care about this at all. Then we see Paul and Emily, Camilla, Diem, can't remember if the other girls were there or not, talking about how this next challenge is very important. The stakes are high because whoever loses is going into the jungle. And if Cook and Cara Maria win, then it's going to come down to them, and they're all friends. And it's going to ruin friendships and all this other bullshit. It's just a freaking game on MTV, man. If this ruins your friendship, then your friendship was shit to begin with. That's just my opinion. Then we get the actual challenge, and the girls have to run down the beach, chained together, memorize this stoplight of colors. It's like blue, yellow, green, red, like the old Simon game. Run back and put these plates in order of the lights. And they gotta memorize like 12 of them. So the teams that get first and second place move on to the winner's round. And whoever loses is going into the jungle. Nothing they can do about it. So Diem and Anissa lose. So they're automatically going into the jungle. And from what I've seen so far, I don't think Diem and Anissa can beat any of these teams. But the teams that advance to the winners round are Cook and Cara Maria and Paul and Emily. Now, I would kind of like to see Paul and Emily win the final, just because they've killed these challenges. They've done a very good job. They have won almost all of them. And I feel like they deserve to win the final, but at the same time, Cook and Cara Maria have fought their asses off to be here, being sent to the jungle damn near every time. So I also would like to see them win the money, but it comes down to Paul and Emily versus Cook and Cara Maria, and Cook and Cara Maria win. They're automatically going into the final. So now the other three teams are looking at each other like, oh shit, we're gonna have to go up against each other now. So their little plan backfired, and they're about to go back to the house, and you know all hell is about to break loose. Alright, I just finished the episode, and this was kind of lame because we don't actually get to see the jungle. It's a to be continued type thing. So we don't get to see who's eliminated this week. One thing I did learn was Diem is fucking annoying, man. So she's going into the jungle. And she wants to go up against Camilla and Jimmy. So she wants the guys to do what she says and send her up against Camilla and Jimmy because she's afraid of Paul and Emily. I mean, they are a very strong team. And she gets pissed off at CT because he didn't come up to her and ask who she wants to go up against. So she asked CT and Wes, and they said, well, you told us you wanted to go up against the toughest team. Now you're changing your mind. And all this stuff. But when it comes down to it, CT and Wes vote Paul and Emily into the jungle. And Marlon and Jordan, Johnny and Frank send in Camilla and Jimmy. And it was just ridiculous crap, man. Like, Paul and Emily were begging Marlon and Jordan to keep them safe. The strongest team in the house is begging them to keep them safe, keep us out of the jungle, please. Paula is crying, saying, please don't send us in. And I didn't think Jordan and Marlon would buy into that crap, but apparently they did. But they made a lot of good points. Wes and CT said, you know what, Emily and Paula never did anything for us. Emily and Paula voted Marlon and Jordan in multiple times, but I think Camilla and Jimmy did too, so it doesn't matter. It comes down to Camilla and Jimmy versus Anissa and Diem. Then after that, Diem is getting bombarded by hate from all the girls in the house. Camilla's pissed off, thinks she was backstabbing her. Cook is yelling at her. Jimmy goes off on her, says she looks stupid for chasing CT when he's had sex with everybody. Just all types of stuff. And then Diem just starts walking around. I think she's drunk. She was acting kind of creepy. And Johnny's like, hey, Diem, you've gone off on all the girls in the house and set the record straight, but you haven't set it straight with the guy who caused all this, CT. So Diem goes off to talk to CT, and everybody's like, oh shit, it's about to get real. They're like, cameras, go follow Diem, it's about to happen. Nothing happens. She talks to CT, says she was hurt by this. CT says, we're playing a game, you have no control over me, I'm sorry that things don't always go your way. That was it. Then they head to the jungle, and it says to be continued. So I didn't really care for this episode. Way too much drama, and not the good kind. The kind that's just boring, I thought, personally. Maybe some people really care about Diem and CT's relationship. I could give a shit about it. This means nothing to me. So next week, I guess, is the last episode. It'll start with the challenge, or the jungle game, and then it'll move on to the final challenge. And we'll get to see which 3 teams for the women are left. So I'm looking forward to that episode, obviously. But yeah, this one didn't care about at all. So that's my review. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this episode in the comments, and thanks for watching.